To stretch your hamstrings, there are different ways to do it. This is going to be laying on your back and using a strap, something that does not stretch very much. So either a strap or a really thick monster band or pull-up assistance band, something that again does not have a lot of give to it, so you can direct the forces into your tissues instead of just fighting it and having the strap move. So to perform the exercise, you're going to lay on your back. And you have the option of bending the knee that is not working or straightening it. I like to have a straight leg just for a little bit of feedback when we are compensating in our pelvis. Then from there, you are going to put the band around your foot. And we are going to lock out the non-stretching leg. So for me, I'm stretching my left. We are going to lock out the right knee. And I want to keep my knee facing towards the ceiling. And I want to keep my leg glued to the ground. It should not rotate out. My knee should not be bending. I should not be having my knee turn out to the side. Now from here, I'm gonna pull until I feel a nice stretch. As I'm pulling, I'm actively engaging this opposite leg to get a little bit more stretch here without compensating somewhere else. You should feel a nice deep stretch to the back of your leg and your hamstrings. You should not be feeling a bunch of numbness or tingling in your toe or foot or anywhere along your glutes or hamstrings. Now, you're gonna hold this stretch at the prescribed intensity for the prescribed amount of time. Typically, that is going to start at a lower intensity and a lower time and work up to a higher intensity or up to 2 minutes of time at least. From there, if you are doing your PAILs and rails during this, your PAILs is gonna be contracting all of this stuff first. So to do that, we are gonna engage a little bit more here, and then we are going to think about trying to drive our heel down towards the ground, but you're not gonna let it go. So you're gonna hold with your hands and you're gonna fight it, but your leg is gonna squeeze and try to pull down. You'll feel your glutes and your hamstrings. Try to bring your leg straight down to the ground. You're gonna ramp that intensity up, start very slow, turn that volume dial up on intensity until you reach the desired amount, then hold for the prescribed amount of time. Then slowly bring it back down. Turn the volume dial down. That is your PAILs contraction. For rails, we are then going to use our quad. So we are going to drive this leg into the ground a little bit more, use our quad, try to actively pull yourself into a little bit of a deeper position. That might mean you get a little bit deeper into your range, it might not, but this quad should be working really hard, your hip flexor should be working really hard to get your leg up. We wanna make sure, again, the opposite leg is not moving or rotating, it's staying glued to the ground. You're gonna ramp that contraction up to the desired intensity, hold for the prescribed amount of time, and then slowly relax. That would be one set of PAILs rails. If you have another set or multiple sets, you can either rest and do them or do them back to back depending on what is prescribed. Or if you just had one set, then that is going to be all that you need to know about your hamstring stretch with PAILs rails.